Hi, I'm attorney Liz, a Filipino and California lawyer, and this is part 2 of how I passed the California bar and the materials that I use. But quick recap before that to remind everyone, the exam has 3 parts: essay, performance test, and MBE, the 200 multiple choice part. So for part 1, the essay, there are actually 13 subjects in total, and pause to see all the subjects. But only 5 of these will come out on the exam day, and they will be randomly selected, and you won't know which one until you open the exam. For the materials that I used, for the essays, I used 2 main sources. The first is Mary Basics book called Essay Exam Writing for California Bar Exam, which is the 2nd edition update. This is basically your annotation. The second is Ed Arufos Bar Exam Essay Rules. This is like the codal. You have to memorize this from the front to the back page on how to answer the essay. Every essay follows IRAC, issue, rule, analysis, and conclusion. For the analysis, it's always element because fact. For example, issue, whether or not there was negligence. The rule is that negligence requires duty, causation, and damages. Analysis would be there was no causation here because the proximate cause of the death was not the act of the defendant. So conclusion, the defendant is therefore not guilty of negligence. It's very simple. How to practice, you just go to California Bar website, look at the past exams. They have exams back to 2012. There are 5 questions each. So every day I would practice about 3 essay questions each day. I would plug it in AI and I would ask it for criticism. But if you have a review center, sometimes the lawyers that they have will actually do this for you. Part 2 is the MBE. It covers 7 subjects. So pause to look at your screen and see the subjects. To practice, I use Adaptabar. It's an MBE simulator, and usually I would practice 50 questions per day, and it would lead to 100 closer to the exam. Part 3 is the performance test. You don't need any memorization here. This is 15 to 20 pages long. It's broken into 3 sections: the task memo, which is the instructions from your supervising attorney, the client file, which is the facts, and the library, which is the legal authority that you have to apply to the case. It may be a case or law. So sometimes they will ask you to write a legal memorandum, a closing, or an opening statement. To practice for that, just go to the California Bar website. They have samples of the PTs. For the review center, I used Ed's Noble Bar Prep, and this video is getting really long, so I'm going to stop here. So just comment part 3 below and I'll notify you guys when I post the frequently asked questions. So I'll see you guys in part 3.